Hello, I'm Burak. I'm studying at İzmir Katip Çelebi University, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Today, I will talk about Elevator Control System, which is my term project in Microprocessors course. This presentation consists of 4 parts: Introduction, Methods, Interface, and Conclusion. In the introduction section, the control system and the schematic will be mentioned. In the methods section, working with normal and remote control will be mentioned. In the interface section, the interface of the application designed using App Inventor will be mentioned. In the conclusion section, the difficulties encountered and the solutions found will be mentioned. Introduction section. What is elevator control system? What is significance of this system? It is the name given to the control system that ensures the safe operation of the elevator together with the inputs received by the user. The elevator control system is the brain part of elevators. The block diagram shown here represents the drawn rails of the elevator. Access to the 3rd floor of the building is provided with a password. Also, for the 3rd office on the 3rd floor of the building, another password is required, in addition to the floor password. Also, there is no password for 2nd floor and 1st floor and ground floor. And this is microcontroller side of schematics. As you can see, I'm using PIC18 F45K22 microcontroller, which is microchip's microcontroller. I tried to use each pins of microcontroller effectively. Also, to do extra pins, I create a decoder, as you can see, with logic gates, which are AND gates and NOT gates. I used it in lighting section of elevator. And there is a motor driver, which is used to model elevator's motor driving side. This L293D driver can change the direction and speed of motors. To change speed of motors, we are applying different duty cycles of PWM signal. And to change the direction, we are using polarities of pins. And then there is oscillator, which is used to get heart pulses. This is the heart of microcontroller. This is hardware side of schematics. To inform user, there is an LCD. It is going to ask for floor numbers, office numbers, and also passwords for 3rd floor and 3rd office of 3rd floor. As you can see, there is also buttons and keypad side. There are 8 buttons, and 3 of them are interrupt buttons, which are used to change elevator's lighting, ventilation, and alarm situation. These are the interrupt buttons. In addition to that, there is reset button to reset the system. Also, there are 4 buttons for floor and office inputs. These are. Lastly, to enter the password, there is keypad. As you can see, others are the modeling of situations which are Bluetooth connection between mobile app and microcontroller, ventilation fan, sounder, elevator lighting. I also use in this side decoder to increase the pins, to increase the pin numbers, another word to say. Horizontal and vertical motors here. Methods section. What is normal control? Operating the elevator control system in normal control mode means that it is operated with the buttons placed in the elevator system. In normal control mode, the inputs entered by the user are defined to direct the elevator. There are 3 interrupt buttons in the system. These are used as alarm interrupt, ventilation fan interrupt, and lighting interrupt. These interrupt buttons can also work while the elevator is moving. What is remote control? Operating the elevator control system in remote control mode means controlling with the Bluetooth module in the elevator by communicating with the mobile application. In the remote control mode, the inputs sent by the user are defined to direct the elevator. RX interrupt is included in the software of microcontroller in order to use the functions of 3 interrupts in the system via mobile application. Thus, every message sent to the microcontroller comes to the RX interrupt and passes the filter and performs the operation. Along with the convenience provided by the remote control, the mobile application can be used at any time of the elevator, thanks to the RX interrupt. This is the important interrupt in my project. Interface section. Mobile application interface. This is the mobile application to use the control system. This is login screen for user. And also there is about section. If I press to this button, this is coming to the screen, displays it. It gives information about inventory of application, as you can see. You can see from the screenshots, system is locked. To enter the system, we have to use password 1903, which is defined by me. As you can see, we can enter the system if the password is correct. You can see the usage screen of the application. To use this app, first of all, we must connect the phone to the microcontroller via Bluetooth icon. After the making connection successfully, we can enter the floor and office numbers via mobile app. We can also use alarm, fan, RGB interrupts while system is working. It is not going to affect the movement because I'm using RX interrupt. It's going to filter them. Conclusion section. Challenges and solutions. What are the challenges and solutions? The remaining code from previous students was too long, and ineffective. There were over 4,000 lines of code, so it was very difficult to add something to it. After starting the project, my first goal was to try to understand the logic of the code. Then I started coding from scratch. I managed to complete the project with a software containing about 900 lines of code. Moreover, it also included the mobile application codes. Thus, thanks to the functionality of the codes written, it will be easy to add other functions to the system code in the coming years. Thanks to the shortened code, variables used in the project, etc. decreased. The PIC18F46K22 used in the previous project has been downgraded to PIC18F45K22. Thus, the cost was reduced. I used this one because of shortened code. I can use this shortened code with this one to have better cost. Microprocessors are sequential devices. In other words, it runs the written codes one by one. Therefore, it cannot do more than one job at a time. However, some important transactions need to be achieved instantly. Within the desired process, interrupts are used to achieve this. The problem I encountered in this project was that I could not make instant requests. These requests are important in mobile application. I tried to use interrupts functions, but I can't. While using the mobile application, I knew I had to use interrupts like things to get around this. After some research, I saw that there is an interrupt called RX. I was able to successfully perform my operations using this interrupt type. End of presentation. Thanks for listening. Hello again. In this part of the video, I will show you how the elevator control system works through the Proteus 8 professional simulation program. Now you see the microcontroller side of my project. To move to the hardware section, we must right click and choose hardware sheet. As you can see, this is my hardware sheet. I'm going to start my simulation. As you can see, user reception on LCD. It's going to ask, which floor would you like to go to? I'm going to choose maybe, let's say, 2. Which office would you like to go to? Let's enter 3. Second floor, 3rd office. Be careful, doors are closing. Movement up, as we can see from vertical motor. Movement right, as you can see from horizontal motor. Movement finished. Horizontal movement finished. Doors are opening. Doors are closing. Movement left. Stopped. Movements down. It stopped. Return it to the beginning point. Movement finished. Which floor would you like to go to? Let's say something different. As I have already said that this third floor is encrypted area and third office is the most encrypted area. You must enter 2 passwords to access this office 3. But if we are going to choose office 1, it's going to ask just third floor's password. Let's make it. Third floor, selected, advanced level floor, 41, 51, 61. Incorrect. Let's enter the correct password. 10, 10, 8, 1. Password matched. It's going to ask what? Office. Which office would you like to go to? Let's say first. Be careful, doors are closing. Movement up. It's going to the side. Also, we can use interrupt buttons in this while the elevator is in working time. Let's alarm. Maybe one more. It's going to move, not stop. Let's change the color of elevator lighting. Press to RGB and red is also moving. Green, blue, white, red. Let's work the fun. I can use them because of the interrupt. It's not going to affect the movement of elevator. Let's stop it. Fun is stopped. Also, I have created an application with App Inventor. We can use it. Now, as you can see, this is the mobile elevator application icon. I'm going to press it. Login screen, info button. İzmir Katip Çelebi Üniversity, Faculty of Engineering and Architecture, Electrical Electronics Engineering, Burak Baki Mamur. My number, course teacher, Professor Dr. Volkan Kılıç. Now I'm going to enter the password. Let's try something different. 54, 54, 54. Password incorrect. Try again. It's going to ask. I'm going to delete and I'm going to try one more time. 1903. Let's try one more. The password is correct. You can use the app. I'm going to log in. As you can see, this is the usage screen of my application. These are the buttons for inputs of floors and offices. These are the actions, alarm, fun, RGB, it means elevator lighting, and send button. Send button is used to enter floors and office numbers. After pressing maybe 2, it says selection is 2. And if I press to send, it's going to send to Bluetooth model. But now I can't send. As you can see, the Bluetooth is not connected. Let's try. It's going to give error. Now I'm going to try to connect. This is the Bluetooth which I use. Connection is successful. As you can see, Bluetooth COM is changed. I'm going to start the system. Which floor would you like to go to? It's going to ask. Let's say first floor. Selection is 1. I'm going to send it. As you can see, selected. Which office would you like to go to? I'm going to choose 3 maybe. Selection is 3. Let's send it. Be careful, doors are closing. It starts to movements. Also, I can try interrupt buttons in application. Maybe alarm. Still going. It stops. Maybe fun. Still going. Maybe stop the fun. Still going. Doors are opening. Doors are closing. Goes to left. Maybe try RGB while it goes to left. As you can see, it is changed. Maybe one more. Maybe one more. One more. I can change them. It's not going to affect the movement of elevator. That's all about my project. Thanks for listening to my project. Have a nice day.